Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. When we're talking about these two legendary groups, two iconic groups that will be going on in hip-hop history that made their chapters in the books of hip-hop history forever, we're talking about Pete Rock and CL Smooth versus Gang Starr. Let's start with the first question. It's a very simple question. I pose it to you gentlemen in the room and anybody out there in the chat rooms and in the internets. When it comes to these two groups, let's start off first. Who was the better rapper? The better rapper.
Ooh.
Gang Starr, or was it CL Smooth with the smooth? Definitely good wise smooth. You know, P-Rock. So who had the better rapper? Round number one. Let's get into it. Who was the better rapper? And again, I leave this to the room to interpret. I do this for better because you guys can interpret better any which way because that's the stance on your argument. He's better because that's your argument. Go for it. Who wants to go for it?
Nobody.
Nobody. Damn version.
Somebody jumping out the window?
Okay,
I'll jump out the window, man. I'll do it.
Let's go. Let's get it.
No safety.
Light up for this one. Go ahead.
Despite my previous statement, I have to say that CL Smooth is a better MC. I'm going to say that I know way more CL Smooth verses, and I felt CL Smooth's flow way more than Guru. And let's be honest, Guru said it's mostly the voice.
Correct.
Monotone style.
I don't ever recall Guru with the ill bars. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Triple C with the interception. Triple C. Speak on that. Speak on it, God. Speak on it.
But no. But my choice was CL. My choice was CL though. But I'm saying that statement you said was like wrong.
Oh.
How though? Lemonade was a popular drink and it still is.
And that's a t-shirt by itself. That's a t-shirt by itself.
It's a bar, but it's not a complex bar. The wordplay for Guru was not complex.
Does wordplay need to be 4 bars or more?
I mean, wordplay could be.
Does a complex line? Does a good bar need to be a certain? Let's ask the better question. Let me rephrase. Does a good quotable need to be a certain amount of bars?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, putting the words together in a way that I consider to be exceptional. How about that?
Fair enough. I love it. Again, like I said,
I agree.
The same way you guys get like, oh shit, he threw me a question like that. I love when you guys throw answers at me. I'm like, I did not fucking see that happening. Okay, fair enough. Triple C, I'm gonna go with you next because you chimed in saying that you as well pick a CL Smooth as well, right?
Yeah.
Now, a question for you since we're on who is the better rapper, MC/rapper, and why? And Triple C, you mentioned you just basically stood up for Groove for a second there, but you still voted CL. Can you unpack that situation right there? You just basically stood in front of the bullet, but then shot him afterwards. I'm trying to understand why'd you take the bullet?
It's in the name, CL Smooth. His lyrics are smooth. It goes real with Pete Rock's beats, you know. Was
Guru's monotone style not something that you gravitated towards because it led them to the obviously more albums than Pete Rock and CL Smooth obviously.
Yeah, you're right, but if they Pete Rock and CL Smooth stayed together, they would have had probably just as many hits.
You're not wrong there, brother. You're not wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, again, so now we got 2 votes in the room. Chat it down. Cool Breeze. What are you thinking about when we're talking about these 2 dynamic groups? Who was the better rapper, Guru of Gang Starr or Guru of Pete Rock and CL Smooth?
Mostly the voice to get you moist.
Pause.
Pause. Hey, that was his lyric though, man. His lyric. But there's a pause on that. Good catch. Pause.
He was the ladies' man. So was Guru though.
All head slick,
He got the voicemails to prove it. As you mentioned, Breeze, he had receipts.
Right.
Yeah. And I actually met Guru too, because he was living around my way out in Queens. And I met that dude. Cool dude, cool ass cat, man. But on this question right here, I'm gonna have to go with CL Smooth on this one, man. And I'm gonna tell you, Guru is more of a storyteller.
He is.
Yeah.
So he can paint a picture for you. And it's like, well, okay. Just like his videos go along with his lyrics. Like,
Right.
you can remember Just to Get a Rep when they're on the streets, and then they have the story behind it. He's just in the middle of everything, in the middle of the action, and then you can kind of just see him just kind of walking in certain streets in certain areas where stuff was going down, and he's kind of painting a picture. Like, damn. And whoever did the videos or the cinematography on this stuff, it kind of captured, and I think it helped to elevate Guru. If you think about it, it helped to elevate Gangsta. CL
Sounds
is
to me like you're voting Guru.
That sounds very guru-ish.
Yeah, no, your rant is very, again, stepping in front of the bullet, but let me shoot.
well, it's kind of like a both of them answer, but you know, it's like I just kind of pulled it off. You almost didn't catch it at first. You're like, wait a second. But I'm gonna go with CL.
You danced around that shit very well that we didn't pick up on.
I did the cha-cha-cha around that joint. But the thing about it is, I'm gonna go with CL because his delivery is a little bit more smooth, it's a little bit more cleaner. But Guru, like I said, he's more of a storyteller. So in a battle, I don't really think that Guru can battle people like that, but he can rhyme, storytell, but battling, I don't really think it would be his forte. I think more so CL would be that guy, would be that dude.
Fair enough. To wrap it up, let's go back down to DJ Scan. Scan, what are you thinking about? The question is, who is the better rapper, Guru or CL?
Yeah. I'll add on to all the guests and I'll add on to what Breeze was saying. I got CL Smooth. I think what it is, man, is that when you kind of look at both albums from that era, jazz influence is very heavy at that time. And I think as a producer myself, T.R.O.Y had a little bit more of a smooth style with his production, versus Premier, who had more of a grittier style. And I think that grittier style fit Guru perfectly. And I think CL Smooth fit T.R.O.Y perfectly. However, I think what Breeze said is correct, that Guru had a great way of telling the story. But I think CL Smooth was a little bit more smooth and intricate with the wordplay, and his style, especially with the music they had at the time, could hit you with the streets. You had the love ballads, you know what I mean? So for me, I think by that, I give the nod to CL Smooth based off of that.
Fair enough. I mean, just to sort of close out the question, but I do want to play devil's advocate as I usually do, because in this particular case, when we're talking about round number one, when we're talking about who's the better rapper, when we're talking about between P-Rock and CL Smooth versus Gangstar, the rumors overall has decided that it looks like it's going to be going to P-Rock and CL Smooth being the better rapper in this round.